Hello, welcome my friends to the Eurofan, that's me. For today's episode I'm going to review the Albanian entry for Eurovision 2022, which will be represented by singer Ronela Hajati with the song Sekret, which in English translates as "Just change the K for the C and that's it." After the Carby performance brought to us by Angela Beristeri in the last contest, it's time to see who's taking the turn and what is the Balkan country going to offer this May. Ronela Hajati is an Albanian singer, songwriter and dancer. Although she is classified as a pop artist, she has experimented with other musical genres like R&B and reggae. She shows interest in music since very early age. In fact, during her primary school years, she studied ballet and piano. In the following years, she kept driving her passion for music, participating in several music festivals and talent shows across her country. She has a musical career since 2006, releasing several singles, but it's by 2013 when she starts to get noticed in the Albanian musical scene, with songs achieving the high ranks in the musical charts of her country. She is also noted for being versatile in her music style and interpretation. This has made possible many local renowned artists have been wanting to collaborate with her in songwriting, as a featured performer, or even both. Her fame and artistry have become her one of the most successful artists right now in Albania. Even she is addressed as the Albanian pop princess. Curiously, after many years releasing songs without an album supporting them, last year she finally decided to release her debut studio album, which has been a huge success in her native country. She has participated in many musical festivals throughout the years, as I have mentioned before. However, she needed to participate in one that will be going to be crucial in her career, the mythical and renowned Festivalikangas. Last November, she was announced as one of the contestants of the Established Artists category on the 60th edition of the musical festival organized by the Albanian public broadcaster, while the songs were released on early December. In fact, when it was known of her participation, she emerged as one of the main favorites to win the festival, among many of the participants that were already renowned and established artists as well. Unlike previous years, they had made some changes to the format of the musical festival, adding the categories of emerging artists and established artists with 6 and 14 respectively, and modifying the qualification mechanism to the grand final, with the established artists having a direct pass. The 3 televised shows took place in late December as usual, where Ronela performed her song. Then the winner was decided by a jury who brought the victory to her with their votes, thus fulfilling the predictions and earning the opportunity to represent Albania in the stage of touring. The secret she has kept is now revealed. Now here comes the analysis according to what she has presented in her official music video. Before I start, I want to remark that the song has 2 versions. In the original edit she has performed in Festivalikangas. It lasted more than 3 minutes and the lyrics were totally in Albanian, following the rules of the festival. After her victory, as is usual with Albanian participations in Eurovision, the song was revamped and remastered to fit into 3 minutes, and also there were incorporated English verses and some Spanish words in the lyrics. This version, which is the final edit, is the one that I'm going to review. About the melody, it's clear that it's an upbeat ethnic pop song, with blends of funk, mumbathon and reggaeton. It's technically impossible not to move your body when you listen to the melody. Ronela's voice is powerful, outstanding in box singing and declaiming, showing her versatility as a vocalist. Getting into the song's lyrics, it talks about a love relationship, which is probably forbidden, of herself and her lover, but he eventually leaves her for another woman, thus becoming a secret like the song's title. In that sense, it's a declamation to the fact that the relationship did not go beyond, only remaining those nights of passion and revealing that secret to the rest of the world. Here is also noticeable the use of a few Spanish words in the lyrics. Talking about this, Ronela has commented that she likes Spanish, having learned it watching telenovelas. I have learned this from many foreign people, so this is not strange at all. And that she wanted to add some words in the song if she would win the Albania Music Festival. Then she finally did it. About the message of the song, it's complicated to say if there is already one indeed. Love relationships could be really complicated, so we can have a slight idea. It can be understood as a kind of revenge for spitefulness, with her revealing the secret of their hidden relationship after having feeling used by him and then later be dumped off by another woman. Analyzing the official music video, it starts and ends in current time, while most of it is set in medieval times. First, there's a man at the sidewalk of a road next to a river, looking for a lift from someone. A car stops, the man approaches to it at the window, and it's Ronela who is driving the car, staring at him when she gets engrossed in a medieval fantasy with both of them. I guess she got fascinated with the guy. The scene changes, giving start to her fantasy in a castle which seems like it's burning, as there is black smoke from many places. She's inside the castle of what I think is her bedroom, with a group of escort ladies relaxing and chilling while drinking wine and eating grapes. It's a little redundant, but it's okay. As the first verse begins, all the ladies start to dance behind her while she's moving in a very sensual way. The costumes of all of them seems very luxurious. That makes me think they are of the royalty. There's a moment where she's in a dressing table, writing with an ink quill in a parchment, a message in Albanian, and she signs it with the name of Biose. I want to make a quick break here to comment the reason of this name, as it's the name of a river in Albania and an Albanian female given name. Ronela, in this case, appealing to make awareness about the conservation of Biose River as Europe's last wild river. She wanted to portray it in the music video showing the river itself and using the name for the main character of her medieval fantasy, alluding to the wild character of it. Going back to the written message in the parchment, if you pause it and read the message itself, you can see it's the first part of the chorus that is sang in Albania precisely in the beginning of the song. Speaking of the chorus, in the first of it there are many shots shown. One of her sitting in her dressing table, while one of the escort ladies is combing her hair and puts her a crown. You can realize she is the princess of the castle. Other ones of herself and her lover flirting outside the castle, portraying the hidden relationship described in the lyrics. And other ones with one of the royal guards discovering and reading the message she has written for her lover, suspecting that the princess is having an affair with a commoner. The hidden relationship is ongoing, with shots of the two of them in her royal bedroom, getting passionate in bed and doing dirty things. You can imagine obviously what happens next. During the instrumental interlude, the ladies are doing a sort of ritual dance in front of the fire in a field. Then in the second verse, she appears depicting a deity from Illyrian mythology named Kulchedra, which is a half-serpent, half-woman creature. The myth says that this creature has from 7 to 12 heads, has a very long tail, and spits fire from his mouth like a dragon. Taking into account that, I think she has depicted it in a very original way. Towards the second chorus, while the two lovers still have their passionate moment in her bed, the royal guards get there after having knowledge of the parchment, catching them up in her bedroom. They take away the man to the dungeons of the castle, while she looks desperate and goes behind them. There in the dungeons with the man tied up in chains, one of the royal guards strikes him with a spear, mortally wounding him, and she falls into his arms inconsolably as the man she loved was killed. In that very same moment, she transforms into Kulchedra, with that implying that the princess and the mythological creature are the same person. In the midst of her anger and desperation, she kills the royal guards, burning them from inside with raging fire. Although you do not explicitly see her spitting fire to them, but it's what you can understand from the scene. That would explain the columns of black smoke seen at the beginning of the fantasy. Then later she decides to fall down from the cliff, saddened by the death of her forbidden lover. It's absolutely clear that this plot is adapted from a telenovela, because this is a melodrama in all ways. Towards the end of the medieval fantasy, shots are seen of the ladies dancing and doing what I call medieval twerking. A little senseless because I don't think twerking already existed in Middle Ages. But anyway, it's a fantasy, so anything goes. At the end of the music video, getting back to present time, after thinking about it for a few seconds, Ronela decides to give him to lift. Then they go away in the car as shots of the Vjosa River are seen into the end. Making a summary of all the comments, the Albanian entry for this year is a huge bet towards the contest. It's a very upbeat proposal with a huge impact, taking into account the charisma and the energy Ronela has on stage. For sure she's going to join the exclusive club of pop divas of Eurovision, although she has said herself that she doesn't want to be that, but instead be able to touch people's hearts. Remembering the staging during the Albanian Music Festival, she was joined by a full body of female dancers, the same ones that were in the music video in fact, with the orchestra having a small role giving the symphonic touch to the song. Comparing it to the rest of the candidate entries, this one had the most stunning show, with such elaborated choreography, such helicopter twirls that could get people dizzy, and of course, to twerking. In addition, I had the opportunity of watching her live performing her song in the Barcelona Eurovision party. Here's an exclusive snippet of her performance. Ronela's performance seemed to me perhaps a little decaf, because she did not bring at least two of the dancers she had in the Festival Ikengos, and the choreography is precisely one of the strong and outstanding features of the song. However, that didn't stop her of giving it all on the stage as she usually does. She said that the performance in trio will go in a totally different direction, unlike the Albanian Music Festival, where she was portraying a female warrior, and obviously she will not bring that army of female dancers on the stage. It's predicted that will follow the trend of the official music video, and even if there are going to be female dancers or male dancers joining her on stage, there is going to be a lot of expectation of what she has planned for the contest in Turin. And you, what do you think of the Albanian entry for this year? As usual, leave your comments down below and let's make more discussion. And this is it for today's episode. Before I go, I suggest you a few things you can do. Like, subscribe, enable notifications, and follow me in my social media. Take care and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.